We already split the party once.
So depending on what you guys decide right now, I'd be like, wow, that's a really cool session. Good 30-minute sesh. We'll call it a day there.
Now, hopefully we'll be going a little bit longer than 30 minutes, but we are now live.
Maybe
Okay.
45 minutes.
I mean, depends on how long I can stay awake. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I was feeling a little bit under the weather yesterday, and so I was like, we'll see how today goes. And I woke up fine. I was like, great, perfect. Anyhow, last time, it was so long ago, but last time you guys were essentially kind of waiting for, you had a little bit of combat. You were essentially figuring out what you're going to do following Bellin or not. That was essentially what we ended upon that. She decided to go upstairs and try to, I don't know, make her case, plea with Oral, the Frostmaiden herself. It wasn't quite clear, but that's ultimately what she came here to do, and it's whether or not you want to choose to follow her. Before that, there was a lot of shenanigans in terms of Bofades trying to reunite with the squad. So we kind of like pivoted back and forth from him trying to meet with everyone there. But eventually you guys were able to kind of reunite, which was honestly pretty miraculous given some of the roles. So it all played out pretty well, and I was pretty pleased with that. I definitely left it to the dice, which I think is kind of the way to do it when it comes to these kind of difficult decisions. Yeah, I guess anything else I wanted to touch on? That's pretty much it. You guys did put in the chat spelled out the options, and I think Greg did. Greg, you want to kind of like make your pitch here, or at least spell out what you put in the chat?
I'm doing this by memory because opening up a new tab, going to Messenger, and pulling up our chat is just so much work.
I can tell you.
No, I think I got it. I think the options are we charge in and just say fuck it and try and fight this supposed deity, which I think everything we've learned is that sorry, my video just cut out. Thanks, Oral. Her fault. But like perhaps she's in a weakened state. I mean, after all, Bofades was able to escape without too much issues, so some goddess. Or, so I don't know. We could charge in, fight her because it doesn't seem like she'll talk. We could try and explore the island to see if we learn anything else, or we can, I don't know, maybe make some rolls to go as a group to see if we think that Oral is a full-powered deity.
That's right.
Just because like it seems really dumb to go, hey God, we're gonna try and stab you, and the God's like, you have no power here.
Yeah, that's something you guys get to kind of bring up. I'm looking through here. I don't know if it was in chat or in just a discussion last time.
And to be fair, this like everlasting night is like widespread. It's not everlasting night over like a grove in the forest.
Right. It's all. I mean, it's definitely up here. Yeah, all over the north. I mean, the effects of winter do like spread across, but it seems like it's very concentrated here. Maybe the extent of the power of Whirl herself.
And we're certain it's just not that time of year, because I know, like, in certain parts of Alaska, the sun sets for months.
Well, we've talked to locals, and they said it was, like, worse than usual or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that was actually one of the main motivations for some of you. That's why you came up here to the north, was just like, hey, like, I've heard a lot of pleas. I've heard a lot of like craziness going up here. And you thought it was an opportunity to like either A, do some good, or like, well, some of you thought that. I don't know. Some of you were just here to exploit the whatever riches that you could find in 10 towns, which you may argue there were a lot or a little, depending on your status beforehand. But yeah, one thing that one of you guys did make a point or something like that, whether we can state or not, maybe the form that is here is maybe some sort of avatar, as you guys kind of mentioned. That kind of might have been Greg. So like, you're not too sure on that. And then I do recall that Bofades did give you that description of what he saw oral, at least the form that she presented herself as.
The owl.
Yeah, this owl-like creature with like some sort of like horns, kind of like almost kind of like ram horns in some respect. And she was bipedal and she was wearing like this cloak. So very, very interesting image there. And she was quite tall.
I too am bipedal.
I'm bipolar.
Well, you Daniel or you Asilo?
Yes.
We haven't seen a lot of the bipolar from Asilo. So yeah, I don't know what you guys, if you had a preference one way or the other, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, we don't really have any. I don't feel like we have any aim as far like, and we don't have any leads around the island where we could just magically get more secret information about Oral, do we? I think we're just
No,
gonna...
and
I mean, there's an
We
abandoned
didn't-
ship.
We didn't explore much of the island. We sort of followed this ice creature thing. We came here, we played with some yetis, and we found a talking walrus.
yeah, you know, to kind of help you guys out, why don't you guys collectively roll like a history check here? Maybe we can provide you guys a little bit of tidbit in terms of like what you could extract from the island, or like what is there to find, or anything a bit more than that. 6, a 3, a 1. Is that an adjusted one? You have your lucky. You can re-roll that, I guess.
Oh yeah, good point. Thanks. Haha, becomes an 18.
There you go. See. Okay, so we got a 26, a 1, a 15, and we're just missing Beatties there.
Yeah, sorry, getting signed in. That was on me.
That's all good.
Oh, did you get kicked out? I thought you were in earlier. Maybe not.
It's all them
Yeah.
Pokemon Go's distractions.
I blame my Firefox. It's just stuck on downloading world data.
Okay, no worries. Sorry, Matt, what'd you get? Jimothy got an 18, is that what you said?
18, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'll wait here a moment. But essentially, yeah, so you do have that information about like the you were told something about the ship, and then something that could be of interest was there was these kind of like frozen statues. You guys got them briefly. I think I remember mentioned like one time. I mentioned I think the ship a bit more a couple times. That are kind of like surrounding the area. Not sure if any value of that. Let's see here. What else can I give you guys?
What the hell's that?
Well, that kind of solidified how much more it can give you.
Helpful.
Let's see here. Yeah, so I'll say this. You guys, one of the objectives to coming out here, just originally, or going like straight east, was in kind of like search of like magical items and stuff like that. And that was just kind of like giving you an indication of like this like lost city. You're not exactly sure how that's interconnected with Oral herself, whether or not she was kind of related to the city or not. So yeah, I mean, at the very least, there's maybe more goodies out there just in general. But in terms of like you having knowledge, whether like you'll find something that'll be like, how to say, helpful for this particular part of like encountering Oral and helping you in your cause per se. Like, oh, you find something and that's going to convince her to be like, well, now my heart has grown 3 sizes and I'm going to now be cool. That's probably, you don't
Or
have
dad.
Yeah, yeah, she just died straight up. You're not sure that's it. So, and then the other argument that you guys were kind of saying earlier is just like, which is fair. You're like, well, we're at a certain level. We're not sure if we're strong enough, but you guys did level up recently, so maybe you are strong enough. Maybe you're just not. You just got to believe in yourselves.
And we have 2 NPCs to, sacrifice.
Oh, why'd you have to say it like that?
We only have one left. I'm pretty
you
sure
only
the
have
other
one now.
one's
You only
dead.
have Orla, but you have the better of the NPCs, I would say, in terms of.
I mean, Velen
Water.
hasn't left yet. If we end up going with her,
Can
but
we get the
she's either
walrus
gonna
to
go
come
by
with
her.
us?
No, he just wants to
Um,
stay here and play.
You could try. I mean, I'm not ruling it out. He's very playful. You guys are his friends, or he thinks you are his friends. You guys can call in a favor. I mean,
Let's turn him into slippers.
And we'll make
Alright.
daggers out of the tusks.
Yes.
I like to think like Oz is like, okay, maybe we could like recruit him. He could help us out. And Jimothy just chimes in, like, let's just turn him into slippers. Probably better use in that respect.
My boots are kind of breaking down. I could use some new ones.
I mean, you're probably right. They're probably the best like water resistant, right? Because like that's I'm assuming a lot of their blubber and their hide is good for that. Pretty hydrophobic, I would assume.
Okay.
I'm no walrus expert.
I mean, maybe the abandoned ships around here, maybe they have some info if they were planning on coming here to also do something with this deity, but I don't know.
Yeah. But you guys don't have a moment here. I mean, you are just letting Velen go. I mean, that is something you don't have to decide to do. Are you just going to let her go? Like, she could potentially just be, like, ruining your guys' cover in some respect. And then, like, she could be sent, they could, like, send something down or whatever, and, like, you guys would still be in the same situation. Like, just something to consider.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go around the horn here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll isolate each of you individually and see what you guys want to do.
Isolate. Okay.
I'll put you guys in separate channels and get your own like votes. We'll do it in like a Survivor style. You guys like vote in.
Oh boy.
No. But and yeah, like, so what do you guys want to do? Like, honestly, like, just looking around here, but like,
Don't think we should let Velen make her way up there.
do you guys want to at least stop her from going up there? Is that
With violence.
Yeah, I'm gonna say by like any means necessary, because she has made up her mind. She wants to talk to Oral.
She is going up there as, I mean, we're kind of like paused, you know, in like actual
Okay.
life.
Here's
That's
new
not like
plan.
as the conversation's going, she's already up there chatting.
New plan. Why don't we just go with oral, and then we'll let Celso talk to himself, and then we'll see how that plays out.
I mean,
I like
sure.
that plan.
You just let Velen go up there, see what happens. Well, actually, you guys, none of you are there to actually perceive it unless you go spy up there. One of you would have to go sleuthing to go see what that conversation happens. I'll say that.
Jimothy
I mean,
could,
if
I guess,
anyone is-
follow.
Yeah,
Okay.
if anyone is
Yeah.
sleuthing, it has to be Jimothy.
So,
Jimothy could follow, I suppose, or try to.
yeah, if you guys want to like know what happens in that interaction, if you guys don't decide to like intercept or intercede, like one of you would have to go up there stealthily or not to see what happens, but ideally stealthily.
I feel like I don't want Jimothy to be by himself, so I'll probably end up being like, I don't know, 50 feet, 60 feet back. I don't know. Something like, I mean, he's probably
Yeah,
gonna
what-
have.
Why don't we do that? Why don't the group, we can follow about 60 feet behind, and a silo can be 600 feet behind.
Yes.
But why don't we just, Jimothy can maybe tag along, see if he can overhear Velen sell us out or something, or overhear how that conversation goes, and then, you know, if it's going sideways, we jump in and guns blazing. We have guns, right? We each have miniguns.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a decision you guys are gonna make. It's like, let's say Oral or whatever decides to like strike down Velen. Are you guys gonna be like, well, that old lady got what she deserved, or are you guys gonna be like, all right, out of here?
Yeah, obviously.
Depends on
Not my
how
problem.
powerfully she strikes Velen down.
He's like
Yeah.
just vaporized instantly.
Yeah, if it's like snaps her fingers and then their head explodes, I might be like, okay, like we should probably just go.
Yeah, but if it's like snaps her finger and Velen's like, then we can try
Ow.
take her.
Arthritis.
I mean, if
Or it's
Velen
like, oh,
gets
you got
shot
rid of my
down-
arthritis.
Yeah, if she gets shot down immediately, I'm just gonna assume Oral is sexist because Bofades made it through. She freaking put him in just a room with some rope. Like, we don't know.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, that's, you guys haven't had a full moment to get a debriefing from both 80s. That's actually, you guys don't have time to right now, but like that is something that you guys haven't done yet. You guys just kind of met up. Both 80s kind of gave a brief, like, yo, I found you guys and I was kind of trapped. But, or correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how much you've given them detail, Oliver / both 80s.
I would have given him the best rundown that I could. You
Most
know.
of the time. That makes sense. You'd be like, yo,
Yeah.
I was trapped. I was strapped down. Okay. All right. So the plan is Jimothy's going to follow behind. We'll say, what, like 15, 30 feet?
I
Timothy, are
mean,
you gonna cast anything to talk to us? Like, let us know if we
Yeah.
want us to be.
once the game's unpaused, I was going to, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess I don't know if it matters if it's paused.
Yeah. You can,
No, it doesn't. So
Nice.
that will be for 7 hours. So 7 hours, everyone but
Probably Orla.
80s. Well, everyone both 80s and
The
Orla.
NPCs.
Yeah. So just there you go.
Okay. Cool. All right. And
Actually,
so,
why don't you have Bofades in it because he's been in the castle before. So if he needs to tell you something, he can relay to you like, "Oh yeah, I've been in that room. Don't go left." So
Okay.
that's a good
just
point.
don't have me part of it. That's fine.
Everyone but Zoran then. Yeah, good call.
Okay. Nice.
Zoran's like, I don't want to engage in that conversation. Leave me out of it.
All right. And then I guess, yeah, since you're stealthing behind, why don't you give me a very, very, very important stealth roll here, Jimothy.
Let's go.
I'll do
Hopefully, I
it.
put enough berries in front of it.
I'll do it in the system so you know that that's not a
Oh.
lie.
I mean,
Timothy's like, whoa, now 20. How'd that happen?
Zoran, can you make me more stealthy?
What?
Can you make me more stealthy? Do your thing.
Give me the
Yes.
guidance. Give me the
Perfect.
guidance.
Yeah, I was hoping I could catch you before you left. No,
Yeah.
wait!
Wait! He shouts
Come on.
out, "Don't go!"
No, 25.
The one. Okay.
So I
Um,
want to stay like, I would say, I don't know, maybe like 50 or 60 feet back. But it's like it would depend on like what the environment's like, right? I'm not going to walk into an open room so I can stay within 50 feet if 60 feet back is a wall that I can hide behind, right? Like there's going to be some common sense element about how I'm following this person, I would say.
right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Melon, hold this rope.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jimothy. So you follow this kind of like spiral staircase up, and you're pretty like good at this. Like you kind of like follow her to the distance. You like see her, but not enough where she can like if she turned around, you're able to like quickly stop, and she just like you're right out of sight. Like you've done this before. Like this is your jam, your bread and butter. And honestly, she's like not being weary or anything like that. She's like focused. She's just like looking ahead. She's not even looking back. Like it's very easy. She's not trying to be stealthy or any perceptive or anything like that. So she makes it to the top, and yeah. So you kind of notice the same like large like circular kind of like palace area that kind of opens up, and why don't you actually bring you guys to this map actually, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about here. Let's see here. You guys were already here before, but I'll bring you guys here in a second. I need to grab Velen and sorry, one second, guys. Okay, you guys should be on the new map here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks for confirming that. Okay. So, so as you guys are here, Jimothy, you get to the kind of the top of this staircase. Actually, technically, it should be over here, but that's fine. So Belen's kind of like looking ahead, and she kind of like goes through this like small like opening here. And so Jimothy, as you're kind of like following along, maybe you'll like hug this wall over here or something, and you like peek through and you notice that I'll see if you kind of come over here. I'll say you can see both ways. I won't. You'll see like there's like one frost giant over here, and there's one frost giant over there, and then there's Velen.
Okay.
And so yeah, these two frost giants immediately notice Velen. And what's interesting is that she doesn't speak a lot of giant. She kind of like she's probably a little bit more proficient than Asilo.
Silo?
Yeah, than Asilo, who's learning right now. But she's like, and Jimothy, you've actually, since you've been like been hearing Zoran teach Asilo like giant, you've picked up like on a word, and she's kind of like saying like wait, stop, or like pause or something like that. That equivalent, that kind of message intent. And she's got to kind of like her hands up. And so they halt. They're kind of like confused, and she like kind of like gets on her knees, kind of like goes into like this like prostrating form, and kind of like tries to like, you know, show that she's kind of like trying to be like respectful or in some sense religious or in her demeanor. And so one of them understands that like she doesn't speak, and Bophades, you actually recognize this to be like one of the giants that took you, who actually spoke common. So
Okay.
so this is all kind of clicking in your mind here.
That's one of them. I knew I should have taken him out.
So he's like, "What do you want? How did you get in here?"
Oh yeah, that guy sounds real familiar.
She's like, "Please, please, I've come to speak with the Frostmaiden. She's like, I've come to do you no harm, and to just speak my word, speak and pray, and I beseech thee." And she's just like, you know, almost frantically, you know, trying to like make her case. They're like, and he says something in giant that she doesn't quite understand, maybe just like quick enough. And the other giant goes and like kind of like stands almost like he kind of like steps over her, and then Jimothy, you kind of like have to back up as this like giant is like kind of like trying to block her. Like, I can't even move this giant through. Come on, giant, you can get through there. Jimothy, you're out of sight still. Like, you don't think he noticed you. You're probably like hiding behind these like random like barrels or whatever is in the corner there.
And to clarify, we were coming from the stairs, so
yeah,
I feel like
be all the way over
okay,
here.
so we would be okay. Just wanted to make sure that we were
Yeah,
like,
sorry,
not
if you
in
guys
the
wanna move
corner of
over
this
there
room.
and like the order you
No,
want.
you're good. Yeah, no, it's all good.
I was gonna get to that in a second. But...
He sees us
Their vision is
immediately.
based on movement.
Who are you?
yeah.
Who are you?
Actually, just for that sake, why don't you guys like position yourselves where you guys want to be, just for if you decide to like step out or something like that.
Oh, I thought that we would be coming up from the stairs, but if
Yeah,
we're
you can
not,
go.
then
Sorry, I think Oz just like slightly skipped it.
oh, okay. I was like, I saw
you
someone
have-
not over by there, so
What do you want? Orla taking the lead here, taking rear. Or,
We would like the cannon fodder at front, yeah.
and we would be at the edge of these stairs, right? Like I can't.
yeah,
I'm just
the edge
making
of
sure I
this.
can't actually go anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, that's just kind of like indicating like.
No,
up,
you're
down,
good.
Whatever.
So Oz, I'll switch places with you so you can be in the back.
Perfect. Okay. Great.
So I probably should have mentioned, I guess before this, while we're kind of listening to Jimothy following her up here and doing this, you guys think we should set up that weather machine in the basement where we're at?
Change the weather to warmer weather.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an idea. I mean, I'll say this, like, on your guys' behalf. It probably wouldn't bode well if Ellen tried to make her case, like, please, I come in peace, and then things start getting, like, warm all of a sudden.
Would it
But-
turn into a heated discussion?
Boo.
Okay, so what if I set it up to just start enabling it just in case we had to go up there? Like, you know, just set it up, not activating it yet, but like just getting it set up.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, if there was like you had like a little like clicker or something like that, like a plunger to like activate it. Yeah, just like, no,
Yeah, I'm tempted for you to just put the description in the chat, and then we could see.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember. It's
I
been
think
so
it's like
long
an actual
since we've
spell
used
that you
it.
have to do.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't it take real time to like ramp up? It's not like, oh, it's now summer.
Yeah, it's not instantaneous. It's like
Right.
over the
Yeah,
course
it does
of-
take some time to do it. So you could start it and then just like.
Yeah,
have
I think
it-
I will. Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
starting at the bottom of the staircase, like before you get.
Yeah, in that basement area. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, who has that item, by the way?
I do. I'm the one who's attuned to it.
Okay. And I remember it being like all screwed up with like all the items and stuff. Do you still have it on you? Can you put it in the chat?
It might just show up as
that's good.
unidentified.
I think
Loot.
yeah, it's still that
Loot.
nonsense. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've messed with it since that one other time we turned it on in
Lame.
Bryn Shander.
Shoot. Okay. I'd have to dig for it.
We
Yeah.
could have opened a business where it's like a steam room sauna and people could have been there. We would have made bank.
I have undefined loot. Unidentified loot. Unidentified loot. Unidentified loot.
Does it
And
have
an
a picture, though?
unidentified musical loot.
Okay. I'll describe the list
Oh.
of the spell description. So the item is called a Summer Star. And then so here, let me put the at least the text in there. The spell is control weather. Okay, let me grab that. Spells. Wow. I regret changing all of this. I direct to the chat. What the heck? How do I like paste it into the chat? And normally I thought I just drag the spell over or like activate it on the character. How do I do this? Look at old man. Okay, that's.
So is it true that he has to be outdoors to cast it?
You must be outdoors to cast a spell. That is the language of the text.
Oh, bummer.
Thanks, Greg. How on earth did you do that? Mine is old.
I dragged it and dropped it.
That's what I did. Okay, I thought I was crazy. Okay.
I just went to the compendium packs. I went to SRD spells. I found control weather, and then I just clicked, left clicked out and held, and then I moved my mouse over to the enter message field, and I released the mouse button.
All right. Okay. So that's what I did. But actually, no, that's not true. I went to a different location, found the spell, and I tried to drag it.
Okay.
But maybe I'm just whatever. Anyhow, that's fine. So you got it there. Thank you, Greg. So you have to be outdoors.
Bummer. Okay.
Yeah, but this is.
I mean, you
fun.
could have cast it before. I mean, I just don't know if the summer star thing is any different, but you could have maybe cast it beforehand because it says it takes 1d4 times 10 minutes for the new conditions to take effect.
Yeah.
I mean, so that could be anywhere between 10 and 40 minutes.
I'll say this, just because I think it's fun. Why don't you give me an Arcana check there, Bofides, and I'll say, depending on how you roll, like you're able to like configure this to do this on the inside, just for this one instance. I think it's a fun idea, and I kind of want to reward the creativity. So
Okay.
let's give it a roll here.
Arcana.
Arcana, I know it's not really your jam, but
Oh. A 10.
okay. So I'll say this. So you're kind of able to do it, but it's gonna take longer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need you to roll. So it's gonna take like twice as long per se from a die perspective. So I need you to roll
Okay.
2d4.
2d4.
Yeah, minimum of 20 minutes essentially for it to like the effect.
Sure.
to come through. But
All
I
right.
want to reward it in some respects.
So this is the one time I want to roll low.
Yeah, the one time you really want to roll low. You're good at that. You got this.
Yeah. Oh, that's not how that works.
Never mind. All faith has gone away.
Sorry.
Yeah, what is R divided by 2d4?
Yeah, what is that? I thought I used to have a dice thing over here.
Where is that? Yeah, what's up with that? Holy, all my fingers are.
I think you just have to switch the R and the slash all.
Yeah, that's all you have to switch.
Yeah.
Do you need the space? I don't remember. I usually put the space, but
I might need a space. It told me it was. Oh,
okay.
that's an hour.
That's an hour, all right. Okay. So it'll take an effect for an hour, which could be good for your situation. You're not sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it might give you time to like stop it if those things go awry. So
Yeah.
okay. So we'll kind of cut back.
Oh, before we
So-
cut back. So does he have to like specify it, or is it?
Yeah. So I was gonna make it warm
Okay.
and clear.
Warm and clear. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be this guy, because I'm just going to be this guy. You can move it up one step. And it takes that many minutes, but you can concentrate on the spell to continuously change the weather.
So it moves like from like cold, Arctic cold to cold, and so on and so forth. Is that what it is? Each stage.
I believe that's what the third paragraph implies.
Oh.
Yeah. Change its stage by 1 up or down. when
Yeah,
changing.
it's not called fabricate massive weather change.
I
That is
get what
fair.
you're saying.
It
Yeah.
should be called like nudge weather.
I mean, I get it. I understand why, but it's also an 8th level spell. Like,
I get that too. So if you want to do like a loop around thing, like we're going from Arctic cold to unbearable heat because we looped around. We overflowed the on the 6, so we're back to 1.
yeah, okay. So I'll say this just because, like, I think it's a bit interesting.
It is a magic item too, so I mean,
Right, and I could control that. But I'll say this. Okay, so you guys are currently, for sure, it's definitely Arctic cold conditions. Like, I made that pretty
Right.
abundantly clear for all the rolls that you've been making. So I'll say within the hour, you'll get it to cool. So it'll start, like, and then it'll take, like, another hour for it to be warm. So it'll take,
Okay.
like, 2 hours for it to be warm. So
Yeah,
it
that's
won't be,
fine.
like, completely instantaneous.
Yeah. I want it to be gradual. I just want it to be enough for her to start noticing a difference as time goes on. And
Yeah, and she may
like-
not notice the difference between Arctic cold and cold, but she'll definitely notice Arctic cold to cool. So I'll say that like
yeah.
you'll get to bypass that cold there. I think
Okay.
that's the call I'm gonna make for this instance because I think it's she's gonna be like, oh wow, it's super cold, and now it's like it's not. I mean, honestly, depending on, I mean, she's a deity, she probably would notice that anyway. But I think it's fun to have like. I think
Yeah.
cool is like, if we're going from like Arctic cold to cold, like things are still probably frozen, but like from Arctic cold to cool, like you're at like 40 degrees, things are like not freezing anymore, things are slow.
yeah, the frost giants are going to start melting.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So that's all I'm looking for. But I think if we have that going, we can now circle back to Jimothy and
Yes.
watching this person about to die.
Okay.
Not Jimothy, to be clear.
Yeah, not Jimothy. Velen. Yeah. Through Jimothy's eyes. So, okay, yeah. So this frost giant kind of like steps over her, and she's like a little bit scared for a moment there, because I mean, she's like, this giant's like walking up to her, and he like steps over and like could be like, is she gonna stomp on me, like, or he's gonna stomp on me, like, what's happening? But steps over her, and it is kind of like blocking the path. It seems like you're not exactly sure. So then, after a moment there, it Jimothy, why don't you give me a perception check? Real quick here. What do your Jimothy eyes see here? It's global warming. Dang, 23. Okay. So it's almost as if she's like appearing not quite out of thin air per se, but you notice that like just slowly like appearing at the throne is like this like tall kind of like this cloaked individual. It's kind of got their head lower and they raise their head, and you notice that it kind of matches the description that Bophades gave of this like owl-like creature with these like horns. I will put her on in a map here. And she's not that big. She's actually, compared to the giants, quite small in this form. And so Oral appears. Actually, let's make it a little bigger. Okay, so she appears there, and then Jimothy, if you want to come around, you can see the token. If I will say that the giant's not gonna spy you. Oh, you already did it. Okay, cool. So she appears, and it's like she's not even speaking per se. You notice that like her beak, and she's got like these like, I mean, you guys all seen like owl's eyes, like they don't. It's like just like you don't see any eyelids or anything like that. You just see these like deep, penetrating eyes, as they kind of like glance like without any emotion towards Velen, and Velen starts to kind of like slowly kind of like crawl to this like first step, and she's like, Oral, I've waited my entire life to finally see you with my own eyes. Please hear me out and hear my words, oh great one. And you know, try to appeal to her. And you notice that Oral does actually speak, and she says to Velen, just like, you have come to Grimskull, to my island, with those that have sought against my own wishes. You have brought these so-called Southerners to my island. Why? I question your faith that you're professing here, given that you are bringing individuals that seek to end my everlasting winter. It seems you're operating on false pretense. She's like, Frostmaiden, no, I mean, yes, I brought them here because I knew I couldn't make the journey alone. I needed their guidance. I needed their abilities, their power, their strength. I mean, you've seen them; they're quite formidable. But yes, I can understand why you'd think I'd operate against you. And Jimothy, you're perfectly hearing all of this. And maybe you can convey bits and pieces as you're kind of hearing along. It's like, but in all honesty, like, I do worship you. I do want to serve you. But I do ask, this winter here, it's affecting the people of 10 towns. I mean, the populations are dwindling. I don't know if you had any part of the plan with this Zardarok Sunblight. And Oral kind of like cuts her off. No, I did not expect that Durgar to actually make his plan come to fruition. And it is difficult to have subjects and worshippers when people or individuals like this Zardarok kill a number of them. I did not condone his actions, but I did understand. And that is, I did not intercede as I must admit, as I underestimated him. And that is why I'm trying to, or I want to grant clemency to these Southerners. Without worshippers, my form as a deity would cease to exist in its entirety. As much as I loathe the squabbling that occurs in the 10 towns, there are worshippers among them that understand my true purpose. So she's saying all this. And so she's like, all right, I will hear what you have to say, human. I must admit, you have shown a lot more respect than that hoofed Southerner, the satyr, if you will, I believe called Prophades. A complete lack of respect, and I plan to finish him off here momentarily. And she's not aware that you've actually been escaped, it seems. Or at least, Timothy, you've kind of gathered that. I could have done it with magic, but there is something interesting about doing it with the more archaic arts. So Valen kind of chimes in. She's like, oh, thank you. Starts to like appeal to her, blah, blah, blah. She's like, in order for the people of 10 towns to be able to produce, a lot of them rely on fishing. A lot of them rely on access to the woods with safety, and from your druids and your other worshippers. Like, if you were to turn down this winter, maybe pause it for a brief moment, let the population of fish come back, then the people of 10 towns could start to believe in you again. And you notice that for the first time, Timothy, maybe as you're kind of like glancing over this, Oral kind of like, she doesn't like blink, but she kind of like, it's almost like, it's like a little bit of her plumage kind of like rises up, like a little bit of frustration, or like maybe like, she's like, no, that's not the plan. You clearly don't have the same vision that I had hoped you'd share. True conservation must be is the prime objective here. I want worshippers, but I need them in a particular state, under my control. They must give in entirely, and I will grant them the ability to survive this cold, as long as they're willing to give up just a bit of agency to their deity. That is all. Bella,
Not so bad.
not so bad. Just a little bit of your, free will. What's a god? God giveth, God taketh away.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Velen, I've spoken far too long here. You must make a choice now. You must join me.
Not
Give-
intrigued.
Give yourself in, and I will grant you powers and abilities, especially you, who's already trained in the arcane arts. More than you could ever possibly dream of. Combine as your arcane nature with a little bit of my god-like powers, if you will, as you've so called, you mortals call it.
We don't want godlike powers. We want god powers.
So surrender your mind. And Jimothy, so you kind of look at Velen, and she's looking a little bit like nervous. She's like, "Oh, this isn't going as well as I would have liked." And you notice that she kind of like takes a step back, just ever so slightly, like from like the steps leading up to her throne, to Oral's throne. She's like, Frostmaiden, I want to serve you. I do, believe me, please. But I think part of the, we want to worship you out of our own volition. Find God. Find you through our own action, through our own free will. That's, from what I understand, is what allows the gods themselves to receive their power. She's like, and then Earl chimes in. She's like, I'm afraid I've already lost too many worshippers. I need some quickly in order to enact my plan. I cannot wait for just spiritual recruitment from word itself. I must act. A divine intervention, if you will. And she steps forward from her throne.
Belen's like, I'm not the right class for that.
Please, Velen, show no fear. Let this happen quickly and readily, and it'll all be over with. These frost giants themselves have given to me, and look at them. They're as formidable as they've ever been. And quickly I will join them all together under one cause.
Everlasting winter.
Or everlasting winter, exactly. So, Oral is going to step forward to Velen, and you notice he's going to like, Jimothy, what are you doing? Like, you notice that like Oral is like stepping forward to Velen.
I'm not interceding or anything. I'm just listening, but making sure I don't get seen by Oral, or
Yeah,
doing what I can to make sure.
yeah, that's a good point. Let me do some rolls here.
Can the rest of us hear any of this conversation, or would we be too far away? I mean, sound does travel, and I don't know what the acoustic situation is like in here.
I'll say this. Why don't all of you give me a perception roll? So besides Jimothy, Jimothy's already rolled, but he's been hearing all of this. But I do want to. 14, a 13, a 22. Okay. And then Zorn a 6. Okay, so Zorn, you ain't hear shit, unfortunately. The Oz and Asilo, you can hear Oral, but you can't hear Velen. So you only hear like Oral what she's saying. You don't hear like what Velen is like. You're not exactly sure if she's like in agreement to all this or it's a bit uncertain. But ladies, however, you hear all of it. Sometimes so you hear
That's
both.
because I knew she was talking about me. I was like, that bitch thinks I'm still upstairs.
Somehow when people talk shit about you, your hearing gets better. Whoa, they talk shit? What is that? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even with just hearing one side of this conversation, Oz is like, I don't like what this so-called deity is saying.
Yeah, it's definitely not resonating with you guys pretty well. I would say definitely not with Asilo, that's for sure. So yeah, I mean, do you guys want to act on this? Like you
All Asilo heard was lack of followers has made her weak, and I helped her lose followers.
That's true. That's
Vindicated.
So,
I
all
mean,
right.
I'm sure if any of them need clarifying information, they can psychic whispers to Jimothy. I can't hear shit, so I'm just gonna go off of whatever people around me are doing, as far as if we're going up the stairs or something.
Oh, and that's appropriate, right? You're not part of the Psychic Whispers. You're like completely in the dark.
And I can be repeating what is being said psychically
Yeah, you
to
get kind of a
everyone.
summary in some respect, but like it's different, like getting a gist versus like in real time versus like hearing everything and having your own like. So okay.
Yeah, it definitely seems like she's in a weakened state.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I need followers to the point that I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Which
And Oz is normally fleeing for his life, so if he thinks we can take him on, I believe in it.
it's not exactly what I said, but what we can interpret it that way. We can spin it that way.
Let's go!
Charge! Oz flees down the steps.
That's what I heard.
Now, what's interesting here, I'll say this, like, from a, like, we'll just say combat perspective here, right? Like, you know, a weakened god, if, you know, you don't know what that means, but you have fought frost giants before. You know what they're capable of. There are still 2 in here. Like, that's not exactly, like, you know, it is a easier combat, per se, but it's not exactly a straight-up walk in the park.
I can make somebody a big ape. I'm just huge, really.
Right. You guys have definitely fought worse, but that is something to kind of like assess. You have 2 giants, a god. You know, what does that look like?
We have an Orla.
He's on the fence right now on which side she's on.
Well, I don't know if Orla can hear any of this, but Velen is on the fence, right?
Yeah, I'm in Velen.
Right. Oh, I haven't rolled for Orla whether she hears any of this stuff. Nah, that's fine. Who cares? She's just fodder. Okay. So, Oral steps up to Velen. She's like, surrender your mind now, Velen, or be preserved in Grimskull forever. I always admired your features, and it'd be nice to add an additional wizard to my collection.
Reaper.
Yeah, fucking
Super
weird.
creep.
And Valen is like quickly stepping back, and she's like, "No,
Pass.
And so she like steps back. She's like, and like almost like kind of like she's like walking backwards, and she's kind of like almost like collapsing from like the steps there. He's like, so Oral chimes in, like, it seems your mortal fear is kicking in. How unfortunate. I was hoping to capture you in a state that really enhances your beauty. But fear will do. and she raises a hand, or rather, like a little like clawed hand, like these kind of like almost like three like little like claws coming out, and she like releases this like beam of frost or whatever. And Velen like shouts out, and you see like completely enveloped in this like almost like blizzard protruding, like exploding from the hand, and completely you don't see anything, and then like the think of it like pretty much like Han being frozen essentially, just like and after kind of like a little bit of like the snow and the powder and like the wind kind of like gives away, you notice that like even with the owl perched on her, you notice that like Velen is kind of like frozen in this particular form here. And Velen.
All right, I guess we go back down south. That seems like a bit much.
Yep. All right. Nothing to see here.
Bye. Bye.
So Oral is just like disappointing. And she kind of like turns, nods at one of the frost giants, and the frost giant kind of like goes and like gently grabs the like frozen Velen and starts taking her away. And the Oral kind of looks out the other frost giant. She's like, I know the others are here in the castle. Fetch them for me, will you? And Oral kind of like goes back to her chair, and it's almost like she's like absorbed by the chair as she kind of like starts to like almost like disappear away. Okay, what are you guys doing? I mean, this is
Apparently, we're about to fuck up a frost giant because I assume he's heading towards the stairs.
That's right.
Yeah, I think Timothy will wait. Well, obviously, I'm warning them what was just said, but I think I'll maybe wait for them both to pass behind and start fighting. I'll try to get them from behind, I guess, without them seeing me.
Look at you.
And with
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
I suppose that means the rest of us should shuffle back down the fucking stairs.
I mean, I could cast Rope Trick if we're wanting to stay here. We could hide in this like extra dimensional space.
we're gonna have to
as
come
they
out
walk down the
eventually.
stairs.
What if you go up the rope and then you can attack him from the top?
Okay. I will.
I have the high
cast-
ground, Anakin.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Pew pew, motherfucker.
Am I able to cast my Rope Trick now, or do you want us to get into?
No. Yeah. You haven't. So Timothy, from your perspective, real quick. So this frost giant is going to grab Velen, and for all intents and purposes, like you're not exactly sure if like she's completely dead or not, or just like how that exactly works. But this frost giant's like there's another set of stairs that go up from this like area. It looks like they're coming down, but they go up. At least how I'm re-envisioning this map here. So this frost giant is, we'll just delete him for now. He's just gone. So he's taken the Velen statue somewhere else, and this frost giant now is kind of like walking towards the steps. Seems like you're getting behind him. We'll disappear Oral here for a
I want to
moment.
wait until he like I'm not gonna attack him immediately, but I wanted to wait for him to basically see my friends and then
Right.
Well, so Zorn casts this rope trick, right? And then so she's gonna like, are you gonna just scurry up and just like wave everyone to scurry
Yeah.
up? Or?
So, I mean, if no one else is gonna join me, I'm gonna pull the rope in with me. So if no one's joining me, then I'm gonna go up there by myself, and I'm not gonna have a rope dangling down for other creatures to come up.
Yeah, that seems good. I will head down the stairs,
Okay. Is anyone joining Zorn? How about that? That's the real question.
keeping a silo between me and the stairs. Or
Can spells be cast out of the rope trick? Because, you know.
No, so my plan is I'm gonna be on like my stomach, and I'm gonna have my little hand out, and I'm gonna do my, shoot outside of the dimensional door and shoot at things, and then hide back inside.
I picture like the little phalanx shield
Mhm.
walls, and then they would like open up briefly for archers to shoot, and then close back up again.
Yeah.
Yes, just like
yeah,
that.
that's cool. I like that. Okay.
So I'm
All
guessing if you
probably
came
down
in,
by both 80s.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and Asilo's going down, or you can be like, hey, see the two casters like, yo, you guys are going downstairs? I'm just gonna go up this rope here real quick.
Yep.
because
No.
I'm guessing Oz, you could originate your spell outside, so you could do the same thing I'm doing. It's just your spell has to originate outside of the door. So
I'd have to frickin' balance, and Oz is not known for
I know.
balancing.
well, something to think about.
He can barely climb up these steps.
I'll just stand in the extra dimensional space and hang Oz by his ankle out the hole, let him shoot a spell, pull him back up.
No, because I just imagine a silo dropping him and being like, "Oh, this is a weapon."
Whoops,
Bonk.
Butterfingers.
Or a silo dangles Oz out, and the giants are like, pinata!
Incredible.
Okay, so then the only other person I have to worry about is Orla. She's probably gonna join a silo.
Yeah, I mean, she'll probably do whatever you guys tell her to do. That's Orla's jam. So,
What do you guys want her to do?
it would make no sense for me to like, hey, how is
Sorry.
Orla the NPC act?
Yeah.
I guess just stay alongside like a silo.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Peace out, you guys.
All right. Okay, so this is about to get interesting from a combat perspective, per se, because like you're in this rope trick on the stairs, and this giant's gonna go walk past you. You're gonna be like, choo, choo, choo. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Okay, let's just do it how we always do it. Let's just roll for initiative. So we got all you guys. Oh, I thought it had all of you guys. What the heck? There we go.
And his name is John C.
So many. To hear from somebody's like,
What the hell's
Oh,
going on?
God.
What's going on? I mean, what the hell? What the hell's going on?
I thought you were also gonna get a 1.
I blame that D20 that landed in my way. I saw my dice hit it, and fuck
all
up.
these 3D dice, these digitally created dice. That
Yeah, the problem's not me. It's the animations.
it's the animation. These animations of them colliding. I'm sure they put that physics in.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did. I mean, that'd kind of be fun. I mean, I guess I would do it, right? Like if you were like, especially if you were on like, I don't know, 2 or 3D8 or something like that. You're like, okay. Okay, so wow, I should not roll for the NPCs. They roll like dog shit. All right, this seems appropriate. Top of the round here. So, Jimothy. Oh, whoops! I just moved all you guys uniformly. That's not what I wanted to do. Just a frost giant. So this frost giant's like going to start to go down the steps. You are for mechanically you're technically hiding from him. So you do get I don't know what you get benefit from that he can't see you. You take the time to actually hide from him, but
Yeah, so I mean, realistically, I want to wait until he's like adjacent to my friends, I guess. So I don't.
okay. If that's the case,
Like, is he not? Like, is he just stopping when he sees everyone?
Yeah, I'll say this just because, like, this comment's about to get interesting. We might have to play this on 2 maps because it's kind of fun. We'll say that he, like, kind of, as you guys are turning the corner here and down the steps, he, like, spots them. So we'll say, like, this, like, last bit of the spiral is, like, you're about to get to the bottom of the other level. And then you're able to, like, notice that he sees something or sees them or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, then I'll do my attack here.
Okay.
Then. 23.
A 23 does hit.
For 26 psychic.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action and do it again.
Okay.
So, would my second attack have advantage after my first one, or just my first one?
I would say just your first one.
Okay. Yeah. 12.
12. 12 is just not enough.
Okay.
Also, did you roll with advantage on that first one? You could crit, maybe. Oh, no, you did.
I did roll with advantage, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Any additional movement or anything like that?
I'm gonna pop around the wall.
Okay. All right. Up next is Oz.
How?
That's a great question. I rolled like garbage for the Frost Giant and Orla, so that's probably how.
Can I see the Frost Giant at like the top of the stairs or no?
So how we're kind of like visualizing this, because I'm about to move you guys to the other map here in a moment, just for this, unless we're doing like this. Essentially, he's kind of like coming down the corner. You guys just reach the bottom. You see this giant like about to turn the corner. So you guys are technically now at the bottom level, but since this map actually has a nice little staircase image, we're just going to use that. So if you guys are saying, hey, I'm gonna like really take a step back into like the area, well, besides just one of you, like then I'll probably like if all of you are like, okay, we're just gonna rush into this other level, then I'll move you guys down to the other map. But for now, we'll just stick it on here.
I guess
you do see him. You spot him.
I do spot him.
Yeah, and you just saw he was afflicted by something. You presume you've seen this multiple times before. It's Jimothy's like ability.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to just kind of gesture at this giant and say, stay back, and cast Mind Sliver on him. So he's got to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 17. Otherwise, he's going to suffer the wrath of 2d6 damage. Oh yeah, I bet you rolled really well for the intelligence saving throw.
I did not. I don't know if you can see that, but I did. Not.
I only see a question mark.
Okay, perfect. That's what I want to see. So he rolled, and he got a 7. How does a 7? Does the 7?
He needed a 17, so I think that means this does double damage.
No. You don't be like that.
He's gonna suffer 6 additional points of psychic damage. I assume he's dead.
No. But he does take the 6 damage. So.
All right, then I'm gonna step back. Like, I'm gonna quickly glance behind me, and as long as there's like not another frost giant coming up behind us, I'm gonna step back into the space.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So
yeah,
you will, because he's kind of like coming down the staircase, you will kind of lose line of sight. Are you okay? Just want to let you know that. Okay, so
Yeah, so I'm okay with that happening. Basically, get my attack off. He will have a minus 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes.
Okay.
Until my next turn, but yeah, I just want to keep distance from this thing because I don't want to get splatted.
Okay, I like it. Okay. Up next, it is Zoran. So, okay, this is interesting because I think it's fun. I'll say that, like, timing-wise, you're in this interdimensional thing here. Conveniently enough, you are, like, in an area where you're, like, he's just, like, right there.
Perfect.
So, like, you could just, like, pop out and be like, choo, choo, choo.
Like with a knife, like a melee weapon.
Yeah. So I don't know how I must have missed the
It's
language.
60
How
feet.
far up?
Yeah,
60.
it's 6. So the rope is 60 feet, and then I can go all the way up there, and then the space is like a 3 foot by 5 foot
So
window.
I like to think of it like the ceiling isn't 60 feet tall for the staircase here. So I'll say that like you like the interdimensional realm goes up there, and then you go the rest of the length 60 feet or something like that, or however high up you want to go, up into whatever the staircase ceiling. If you want to do something like that, if you say, "Hey, I want to be like,"
Yeah, so I can do a length of a rope up to 60 feet. So if you're saying it's only like, I don't know, 50 feet in here, then yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever it would be to get to the ceiling.
yeah. Well, I just like thinking of it like you have 60 feet total, and like for however long, and like the dimension will go up to like, let's say 30 feet, and then you can go into this dimension an additional 30 feet or something like that. That's how I'm envisioning it. If you choose to do so, you don't have to go that full additional 30 feet into this whatever pocket dimension thing.
Okay. I guess my only question is, if I were to cast Hunter's Mark outside of my rope trick dimensional box, when I go back into my space, does that spell drop because I'm not like in the same area?
Yeah.
It just says like attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance into or out of the extra dimensional space, but those inside can see out.
I just look
So,
at
like,
that last sentence. Like anything inside the extra dimensional space drops out when the spell ends. But I just
which is an hour. Yeah. So like,
but
if I'm not on the ground, I'm gonna like just splat on the ground.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's just I can't originate like my bow like inside the space, because then the arrow's not going to go anywhere. That's why I have to like have my arm outside of the
That's not true.
space.
I think you can shoot the arrow toward the entrance, or toward the entrance. It just bounces off of it.
Well, yeah, that's
It's
what
like
I'm
a
saying.
window.
That's what. Yeah, it just can't cross through. But that also means that he can't throw anything at me either.
Right.
Because.
Right.
But I have to actually physically have like my hand out of this like space.
Okay, I'll say
so
this.
yeah, so my question would only be about the spell. Like if I cast something outside and I'm supposed to have like concentration on Hunter's Mark, if I'm back in this extra dimensional space, does that count as having concentration or not?
I'll make a call kind of like a spell by spell basis here. So I'll say yes, you can have the Hunter's Mark, because I'm envisioning it's like it's a targeting thing, like your
Okay.
So I'll say for that, but I would say like if your spell did like residual damage that was based on like concentration, then I'd be like, okay, if you're inside, like I don't know how you're able to like continually do this thing.
Yeah.
Now if you were to be like, oh, I step out, then yeah, this could open up a can of worms for more broken abilities later on.
And you can think about it for later. So if we need to change it, that's fine.
But I think I made that call before that I think you could do that. So let's go with it.
Because I've only done this once,
to me,
but even then I don't think I did a ton because everyone else was gone. So I didn't want to poke my head out. Okay. So I will poke my head out. I will cast Hunter's Mark
Yeah.
on
bonus action.
this dude,
Nice.
and then I mean, if I'm close enough, I could use my short sword. I just don't know how far I am to jab him down. If not, I could just use my short bow. But if I can use my short sword as like a melee, then I will.
I'll say no. I'll say you'll have to use your bow for this.
Okay, that's fine. So I will use my short bow. Hey! A 27 to hit.
Goodness. Yeah, 27 does hit. What doesn't hit a 27? I mean,
Oh, that's weird. So why does it still have an attack button then? Anyways, okay. So I'll roll for damage. For 9.
okay.
Okay, and then I also have my Hunter's Mark at that point, so here's another 6, so 15.
Nice.
What else do I get? 3 attacks on the first round. Okay, so then my Dread Ambusher, I would get a second attack. And
Right.
if that one also hits, then I would get some extra damage. Okay, so let's do the second one. An 18?
18 does hit. Bodying this giant. Holy smokes.
So 10 force. Where did I roll? Yeah, I can't. Okay, so my Dread Ambusher, so this is my extra. So there's 6, and then my Hunter's Mark also gets it, right?
Wait, sorry. You got the 10 from the short bow. What is this D8?
So I have that Dread Ambusher. It's if I get 2 attacks on the first round, and if they hit, then I get an extra D8 if the attack
Okay,
hits.
okay, gotcha. Okay.
But it's only for the first round.
Gotcha. So you have 16. Okay, cool.
But my Hunter's Mark, I do get another one every time.
Yeah.
Do an extra. Yeah. Okay, so 1 more. So I'm easily 1.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pop my arm back into the space and hope
You get a
that
third
he-
attack.
Well, but I cast my Hunter's Mark, so that counts as
I think Hunter's Mark's a bonus action.
bonus action.
It's a
You
bonus
have extra.
action.
You have extra attack, which gives you 2 attacks per round. The first round in combat, you get a third attack, and if that attack hits, it deals the extra D8 or whatever of damage. So first round of combat, 3 attacks. Every other round, 2 attacks.
Dang, that's so strong. Your first round is like incredible.
Bonus action. Okay.
Bonus action should be separate. You're not using your bonus action to attack, like before with your
Yeah.
hand crossbow.
Okay.
A 19.
Yeah, that'll
And
work.
Hunter's Mark on all 3 attacks.
Yeah.
That's so broken. Holy smokes. All right. Okay. So then just a D6 here. An additional
11
oh
for
my
my-
god. What did you do total there? Like 40 damage?
What was it? 11.
I did 6 damage. I just want to throw that out there.
Thanks, Greg.
Every point counts.
Yeah, every point counts.
Sure,
Okay.
it does. I mean, you guys have killed things, but like they had 1 hit point left. So if you would have gotten like an additional point, so
Okay, and now I'm back inside my.
yeah, now you're back inside.
I-
They're having
Shut
hell
the
of a
door.
turn
Just
there.
kidding.
Up next is a silo. So you see Zoran come out and be like, pew, 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 pew. 3 arrows and just like pelted on this giant here, and they're forceful arrows, so they like release this like burst like each time they hit. So he's kind of like getting like knocked back just ever so I don't want to say slightly, but just a bit there. You would say, I mean, you've seen this happen on even medium-sized creatures where they're kind of like knocked back from these arrows.
Okie dokie. So, because he's already standing right next to me, I will go ahead and take a swing at him. If I can find my inventory tab. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit. No.
I will try again.
I hate to see it, folks.
How about an 18?
An 18 does hit, though. There you go. Give me the damage.
Damage. For 12 damage.
12 damage, nice. Okay.
Is it bloody yet?
And
Yeah, he's pretty bloodied. You guys fucked him up.
And
really, I was kind of like talking about a smack about like, oh, there's 2 frost giants and a god here. You guys might not be able to do this. You guys are curb stomping this giant pretty much.
and I'll move around to his other side to create room for Orla to make an attack.
And you guys are the 1-2 Orla. Okay. Great. Good round there, Silo. We'll move it on over to Bofades. So Bofades, where is Oliver?
All right.
He was eating.
Does this frost giant had to make a saving throw at all since
He has not had a roll. No.
No.
So if he does, he'll get Oz's like, what is it? Oh, how much of a reduction? I forgot it was.
Minus 1d4.
Minus 1d4. So.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and cast
No, you shouldn't cast it.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we're gonna see if we can't incapacitate and knock this guy prone.
Okay, well, you're not gonna need that D4 because I rolled a natural 1.
Ah!
For a failure.
Alright. Down goes Frazier.
Dang. So he is prone. This is not gonna go well for him.
Alright. And I suppose he's now stuck laughing. I will
He's
use
targeting.
my Bardic Inspiration to give some inspiration to Jimothy, just in case he needs that at some point, being the more close to the open stairwell there. So he'll get a D8, and that'll be my turn.
Dang, heck of a turn. Okay. Okay, it's this Frost Giant's turn. The dice goes over and it's huge. Okay, I might have to get rid of this somehow. I'll gotta look into that. I haven't played this at all. It's kind of nice to kind of know which individual it is, but like, I don't need a big old rolling dice. Okay, so let me read the spell here. So on a failed save, during that time, the last line control the its laughter. Oh man, so he's incapacitated. What does he do here? He can't take any actions or reactions, so he pretty much lost this turn. So he has to like essentially take this turn to like do another save to break out of it. Essentially, he's just laughing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I need a quick refresher on that. That is rough. Man, he's not even going to be able to go. Okay. So I guess I'll roll his save again here. But I'm pretty sure he's going to fail it. And then since I didn't roll the d4 here, I'll roll the d4 now.
Right.
But yeah, so how does how does a -1 sound? Does that succeed?
Bummer.
Negative.
Yeah, he negative indeed. He fails. So he is still laughing uncontrollably. And then here comes the goat, Orla herself, steps up. Well, you could argue
That's not Orla.
That's not Orla. This is Orla. She steps up. She's got no love for giants, and she comes in double swing, kind of like sledgehammer style, down onto this frost giant here. Hits with an 18 damage. I'd love to see it for 13 points of damage. She is strong. She will attack again. She's got multi-attack. Oh, I forgot. She's flanking with a silo there. So I apologize. I need to see if she got that crit there. Okay, let me re-roll again for her, but with advantage. Okay, so the second one, so she still hits with the second one, no crit though. But I just forgot to do that normal damage. And does an additional 12 points of damage. So she's pretty good, 25 points of damage. Nicely done, Orla. Man, I've not gotten a single hit. You guys have just completely bodied this frost giant. So
it would get 2 saves because it took damage twice.
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you. So
And they're both at advantage, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. See? Look at you, honest players. Okay, so I will roll.
Yeah, basically just don't freeze us with Oral's chill touch.
He failed the first one, even with the advantage. God damn, he is rolling like dog shit. Oh my god, that failed. Even with advantage, it just kept failing. So he's still rolling and laughing. So we'll top of the round. It is Jimothy's turn.
I guess you could say he's loving it.
Yeah, he's loving getting like absolutely wrecked. Jimothy, can you finish him off? Actually, knowing Jimothy, he actually might.
I'm gonna come down, stabbing, overhand stabbing into his face.
Good lord! You see this like little rogue here, just like. Oh. You do have an advantage.
Oh, I hit disadvantage for some reason, so it should have been a 24 instead of a 10.
Okay, yeah, 24. Okay, so that hits.
Oh, damage.
Jimmy thought it meant he gets advantage for dissing the giant while he's rolling around on the ground.
Disadvantage. 23 psychic.
Okay, yeah, he's barely holding on.
I'll try again. $24 for
4 hits again.
9 more psychic.
9 more psychic. Okay. Well, that is certainly enough for you all, for you, Timothy, to describe your kill as you come in like, ah.
I feel like he's laughing until at the end it like turns into a scream as his eyeballs explode.
Oh, and it's like a Tarantino movie. You're just like just coated in this like red, like as like these eyeballs burst, and you're just completely caked with blood.
Like my whole face is red except for my eyes.
Yeah, you like open your eyes and you're just like, what just happened? Okay, nicely done. Wow, talk about a combat to warm you guys up a little bit there. Okay, so you defeat this giant pretty handily. I didn't even get an attack off you on you guys. You guys have a moment here. You guys are kind of like at the bottom of the steps there. Zorn, you hear this giant like fall from laughter. You hear then like a big like spurt of blood, and you feel the sensation of like your that your hunter's mark isn't necessarily necessary anymore.
Feel like someone in my party told me there were 2 of these though, so I'm going to wait to see if I can see another one coming in. I'm gonna ask like a Silo or Orla, because she's gonna be closest to me. Maybe Bofades. Like, isn't there more giants coming?
I mean,
Maybe we should lure them in
Hades
here.
would mention that there were multiples, but
I'm not
I think-
psychically linked to Jimothy, so maybe he could tell us. More will come.
Well,
Let me know.
yeah, I mean, I
Bofades.
feel like Timothy would have pointed out that one went upstairs, and then this other one
Sure.
came to us.
Is Oral nearby? Could we maybe have her come in here? Toodaloo! Come down
So
here.
nothing has happened, right? Like I'll look back into the room there where she kind of absorbed into the chair or whatever. Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening.
Okay, she's clearly not like watching us. So
She's clearly not watching you guys right now.
perfect. I'm gonna go fart on the chair.
You actually do this, Jimothy? That's okay.
No.
Okay.
Jimothy just like hops up there, sticks his legs straight out, and does like the little dog butt scoot and circles on the chair.
how'd you get a god's attention?
Not to reveal my hand too much, but like I would definitely say something does happen. Would happen if you were to do something like that. Okay, so all right then. So you guys have a moment here. You guys are heading towards down the way. It seems like you're gonna leave the way you came from. You, Bofades, you do know that there is like the alternative way to go out through the front that you kind of took. Now you could do that if you wanted to, guide your friends to that path, but you are aware that there are more like giants to encounter.
I don't think our goal is to leave, right? So
I mean, yeah, is your goal to leave, clean house? Like, I guess now that you yeah, I guess we haven't had a moment to really like gather this information. You guys saw what happened to Belen. She's now
Yeah.
frozen. You're not exactly sure if she's dead or not. Seems like she's pretty dead.
I want her spell book, so I mean we've got to
I mean,
go get that.
We gotta get that.
I mean, I would say you and Jimothy then could like turn invisible, go find her, and loot her body, and then meet us downstairs.
Loot that body.
Yep. Oh wait, a Silo or Bofades, or I guess I can come out of my rope trick room and I can check this giant to see if it has like a set of keys or something, like something for
Good point.
yeah,
the castle.
I also want to look and see if it has any kind of like magical artifact trinket, something that maybe links
Yeah.
the giant to Oral, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Why don't you guys give me some investigation rolls, like as you kind of like search through. I mean, it's a pretty
I
big
will
body.
also I'll cast guidance on Jimothy then.
Perfect. So I'm bad at this.
Oh no.
13.
Okay, 13.
Measly
So
7.
7, not much, not great. So you don't find too much. But the 13, Jimothy, you kind of search through, and what's interesting, you do find like it's almost like a holy symbol of some kind. It's or some sort of like little relic. It's like a stone-esque. Why don't you give me a history or nature roll? I'm not sure, whichever you're proficient in, if you have proficiency in either.
I'm not. I'm +0 above.
Okay, well, just give me a history roll then. Hey, there you go. Okay. So this looks kind of like an interesting little. Actually, I probably should have said nature, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. You had the same thing. It looks kind of like a snowflake, the stone shape. So you can say that you have like a stone-shaped, like it seems like some sort of rock. So you have a snowflake shaped stone. How about that? That's what you could put down. That you kind of like, and it's it's fairly like decently sized. It's kind of like almost like a I don't want to say like a full basketball size, but it's like it's think about a frost giant's hand or something like that. It's definitely going to be like tiny compared to it, but for you guys it's like reasonably large. Like, oh, this is a big old trinket. It's not that heavy for given its size. Like, it's not like super dense. Like, so you probably gather that's like it's not purely made of stone, which is interesting in itself. So you can say that you have that.
Okay.
What the heck it means, you have no idea.
Will we leaving a dead body here, or should we just slide it down the stairs?
Slide. I mean, this is like a several thousand-pound individual. Like you, I'll say for all intents and purposes, you are not moving this body.
Yep.
Then
just leave it.
maybe we'll put like a beer bottle next to him, and people will think that he's just drunk.
Just
On
this
the job.
one tiny little beer bottle.
A large amount of the damage was psychic.
That's true.
Not those arrows sticking out of his neck.
You can take the arrows out.
Yeah, I mean, this place is like an ice palace. Like it's a hazard. It's like people slip.
Things happen.
Yeah, there's like a little like on the wall. There's like a days since slipping counter, and it's like it was at like
Back to
3.
0.
It's like all right, back to 0.
Okay. So you want a spell book, we want to loot Velen's body, and then we're gonna leave.
Okay, so you guys would probably have to go upstairs because that's where that giant frost giant went, according to Jimothy's kind of like sleuthing. So you guys have to like go back into this throne room, and like the upstairs area is like over here essentially. There's like the way to get upstairs anyway. So is that something you guys want to do? What are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah. I'm gonna say Jimothy, Oz, what are you guys doing?
I think Jimothy will sneak up to the room here and see if I can tell anything about this throne from like this 45-foot distance.
Okay.
It is interesting that we just slaughtered a frost giant. Probably didn't make And I assume that made a good amount of noise, especially when said giant was cackling hysterically. And Oral's like, whatever.
Yeah, you do find that is a bit interesting. Okay, Timothy, why don't you give me a perception on the throne? What do you got? 9 there? Okay, so with a 9, yeah, so you really can't tell much. It's made out of ice. It's got like some ice markings on it, or like something engraved into the ice in some respect, but you don't know of anything special. I mean, it definitely fits the motif of this this palace. Everything's all ice themed, so, but you don't get any indication one way or the other, like, you know, there's something really special about this throne per se. That's like it. Besides, it's made out of like slabs of ice.
Okay. All right. Well, I will sneakily try to take a step into the room.
Yes. Okay, give me another stealth roll, please. Fresh roll.
Fucking balls. Donkey balls.
No, yes. he's human after all. Well, actually, he's not really human, but
He's halfling after all.
he's halfling after all. So you step into this room, and how far are you going in, Timothy? Like, you're just cautiously like
Very cautious. I think I want to like take a step, wait like a few seconds. If nothing happens, maybe like I'm trying to go over like to the stairs basically, so I'm
Okay,
not
yeah.
like working towards the throne.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of maneuver your way around.
So I guess that's the direction I would go. If after like 5 seconds nothing happens, I guess I'll take another step.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say like after keep briefly doing that, you can get to like that bottom of the staircase there. And nothing's happening. But as you're about to approach the staircase, you hear in your mind, just kind of like you did once before, where Oral will kind of like call to you. But this time, you don't hear it like from your mind. You hear it from behind you. As again, Oral appears
Oh shit.
in the room here. And it's coming from inside the castle. It's just like, now where do you think you're going, Timothy?
He's just gonna have a seat right over there.
Timothy's gonna slowly inch his way back across the room to the doorway.
No. I said I had given you a chance, Timothy, and you have refused me. I will take your soul now. And all
Why don't you
right.
take their soul first? And I'm gonna point like behind her.
She's not gonna flinch. Or she does a creepy thing with the owl, fully rotates, then comes back.
Then I'm just gonna run full speed like towards the room. That
Okay,
way.
so you're gonna get there as far as back, and then we're gonna. So you're gonna get to like. I'll say you can get there. That's fine. Even though it's not your full compliment, but that's how quickly she turns around. And we're gonna an encounter here. If I want to do a fresh initiative, so we're gonna delete this. Well, we'll just add it. Let's go ahead. Add. Actually, let me do this real quick. Add all of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you didn't go and fart on that chair.
That would have been.
Whoa!
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, instead of skidding around the chair, skidding around the top of Orla's head. Or Oral's head.
Ew.
That's how I get pink eye. Jimothy, let me kill you now.
What the fuck, Jimmy?
And as an owl, I have huge eyes.
Pink eye from the stink eye.
All right, we'll have you guys roll for initiative again. Initiative. Oh man. Part of me doesn't want to really start this combat right now, but let's get through one round here and see where this takes.
I mean, we could wait till next week if you're wanting to, I guess.
No. I think this will be
Okay.
fun, just to see where things are at. So, all right. Round one. Funny enough, man, it's like Jimothy's just quick on his feet. Jimothy, you get to go first, as you kind of like are running. You're kind of like mid-run here, and we'll say that this is when the combat initiates. Essentially, you're like mid-run. You can continue running if you want to, or you can pause. Like, what are you doing here? As you notice that like your quick deception isn't enough to like completely derail her. Oh, sorry, you're muted then.
I'm gonna run around the corner.
Okay.
And fling two of my blades, psychic blades at her.
Okay.
Here. Oh my god.
No, Jimothy, this is not the time to roll poorly.
Assume that will miss.
Yeah, and unfortunately, an 11 does not hit. Roll again.
16.
A 16 does hit, though.
Ah! Perfect. So much damage coming. I'll savage attacker that, because why not?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
No, so 7 damage.
7 damage, okay. All right.
And then
So-
I will continue going on the corner here. She's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming!
She's like shouting up. It's like, all right. Okay, so this is about to get very interesting here. Okay, so it's not quite her turn yet. It is Asilo's turn. So Asilo, you hear Jimothy rush into here. What are you doing?
I'd probably look up, see her on her throne, and I would run to this side of the door, up against the wall, and I will hold an attack if she comes through that door.
Okay. All right. So, this is gonna be interesting. So, you're gonna notice that after your turn there, Asilo, she is going to vanish in a blink of an instant for a moment there, and reappear. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Right on the opposite end over here, right behind you all. So she's not coming through, and then she is then going to what do I want
Balloon into a dice.
to Okay, let's cast a little. Let's go Foxy here. Cast a spell towards Zorn here. Ooh, shoot, that was a bad roll. Zorn, does a 20 hit your AC there, though?
It does indeed.
Okay, so you notice this like orb of like ice, cold energy. Here, I'm gonna make sure what this is. And you're gonna take 11 points of cold damage from her.
I have cold resistance.
Okay, so you
So
can
it-
have that.
Be half.
Yep.
Right.
Correct. Okay. Alright, so let me. What else should we do? Sorry, guys, bear with me here. This gets a little bit complicated. I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna get to this, and I like read her for sure, but I was like, there's a lot that she could do. Okay, so then she is going to then cast a couple of rays here, and you guys actually seen this before. Cast this at one at Jimothy, which might miss with a 16,
Just misses.
and then one at a Silo with a 28 to hit.
Dang.
I suppose I'll allow it this time.
Okay. So Silo, you will take 17 points of cold damage as you are hit with this. I don't know if you have any resistance or anything like that. But...
Only if it's poison.
Okay. So that is her turn. Orla is up. Orla is going to run up to her, swing at her twice, as what Orla does.
It feels like Orla is the main character here.
Unfortunately, Orla misses. That's not very main character energy.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I just said.
Rolls to hit again. How about a natural 20?
That's what I'm talking about.
She only needs to swing once.
And rolls pretty good damage. 15 points of damage on that crit there. She draws blood. Though, you do notice that she's like, I mean, Orla's used to like fucking cleaving in through individuals and like mountains of blood. You notice that she strikes in. It does like strike, but you don't notice any like blood start to like come out from Oral, which is a bit interesting for those that are there. It is now Zoran's turn, or would be, as Oral is then going to move again, or disappear and vanish one more time, and is going to reappear away from Orla, and it's going to appear right here. All right, Zoran, what are you doing?
So I will cast my Hunter's Mark on her, obviously.
Okay. I will target her. She has been mocked.
And then I will shoot my short bow.
Okay.
With a 25 to hit.
25 hits. I'm ready for you to have like an incredible first round here as you did before.
So let me see. Can I do better than a 4? I'm just gonna do my Savage Attacker. Oh yeah, okay. So For 11
Yeah.
on that first one, and then
Makes it.
and my hunter's mark,
Yes.
and an additional 6,
Okay.
and then I will attack again.
Okay.
No, a 12.
A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. And the third one. Oh no. A 14?
A 14 hits.
Oh dang.
Let's go.
This is the Dread Ambusher one.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the one you wanted to hit because then you get the D8 as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
As well as the Hunter's Mark.
As well as a 100 mark.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't forget about that. So,
So 11, and then 2, and 6. So 19.
dang. God. All right.
Dang.
We
now
should
I'm
have
wondering
just
if I should
had Zoran come up here alone.
For real.
move. Okay. Only for the first round.
All right, Zoran, any movement or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move here.
Oh,
Guessing.
yeah.
I'm guessing she can't. I have a little bit of coverage, maybe.
So as you're moving across, she's gonna like fire something back at you. She's like, "Give in, you fools!" And she like, Soren does a does a 22 hit your AC.
It does.
Okay, I don't know why I'm keep asking that. You're gonna take so she rolls 11
Questionable amount of
points.
damage.
11 points of frost damage, or cold damage rather. And then you're gonna, because you're resistant, you're gonna take half of that. So 5.
Okay, and that was it. No other
Yeah, that's it. So
something else. Okay.
nothing crazy yet.
Okay.
You have a concentration roll. Make sure you roll that. Oh no,
Dang, that sucks.
that
Oh, well.
does suck. So you'll just have to recast it again, you know.
Yeah.
If you have the spell slots. Okay.
Yeah.
Up next is Bofades.
Yeah.
All right. She is
Alright.
in. She's ready to fight.
We're gonna step up here and I'm gonna be like, aha! I escaped!
And she like, you notice that her eyes like, they don't, again, she does not blink, but they like almost like squint. And you notice again, kind of what Timothy noticed earlier, that like her like feathers and plumage kind of like get almost like really like disheveled in some respect for a moment there before it like settles back.
Yeah. Enjoy that, you crusty bitch. And then I'm gonna hit her with some fairy fire.
Okay. Fairy fire, all right.
So a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh, how does a 10?
That sounds like she's on fairy fire.
She's fairied fire. Well
Yeah.
done.
Burning.
And with that, I will use the rest of my movement to go back around that corner.
Okay, well done, well done.
I will also give some bardic inspiration to Zoran there,
Okay.
given how she's just around the bend.
All right. All right. End of the round here with Oz. finish us off here.
So I've not heard super loud screams of pain or anything.
Not yet, but you kind of stepped down to the basement area, but you did hear like the the laughter and everything. You do hear some of the discussion that they're like gonna like loot the body and whatever. So like you're not like.
Yeah, I mean, I would have come up the steps probably a little bit with looting
While
the
this is
body
happening.
being said. So I will just try and get up to where maybe I can see whatever we're trying to attack.
Sure.
So I don't know if I can make it to like here.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll say that. Yeah, because like, I mean, I don't want you completely out of the combat, so I can say like you can come around, you can kind of see into the area. I would say.
And perhaps for a very brief moment, I'm like, an owlbear?
She does have some characteristics of one. Yeah.
But she's got like cold, dead eyes, right?
Yeah, the very non-friendly.
Owlbears have vibrant, warm, inviting, living eyes.
Of course, that's
Inviting.
when you think of an owlbear. not
Seductive
feral.
eyes, you might say.
She seems a little cold. So you know what? We're going to we're just gonna try and hit her with a firebolt to see how this goes.
Okay, I like the strategy.
Ooh, I'll take an 18 for a total of
Fairy
27.
fire. She's
You
on
got
fairy
advantage.
fire. Don't you get advantage there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please.
Is that what fairy fire does?
Go for
Yep.
that 20, bro.
Yeah. Attacking advantage.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Why?
Yeah, it should be so nice. This is dumb. Where you can like change it to a crit. I need to figure all this out. This is ridiculous. The upgrade should not be a complete downgrade.
All right, I'm just gonna click the damn button again.
Yeah, like Neanderthal. What is this
Hey,
nonsense? Okay.
do I get something for rolling the same amount?
No.
You get to hit the target.
You get to exactly. You get to hit the target. That's right.
What is that? 19 points of fire damage. Take
Holy
that.
smoke.
I hope she's not immune to it because she's so cold.
No, she's definitely not immune to it. Well done. Okay, she takes it. She does not like it. That's for sure. She's not like weakened by anything like that. Like she takes it, but she's definitely not appreciated. It gets a little toasty in here.
Do you want
Is that
more?
is that because of the weather change outside? Just
Ooh,
kidding.
is it
No,
warming
it hasn't
up
been
in
that
here?
yet. But
I'm kidding.
it does get immediately warmer from this fire in here, and she's like, again, not blinking. She's penetrating and is like focused in on you. And
I'll slink
she
back down the
jumps
steps
down.
because I'm a coward and afraid now.
she's like, you will regret that, Osmanthus. And okay, so we're gonna stop there. But before that happens, you do hear some commotion coming from the steps that Jimothy was going to investigate. Something's coming from upstairs to join into the fray. And chances are it's probably not friendly.
It might be a big problem.
It may be a big problem, one could say. A giant problem, if you will.
No.
Is it going to give us the cold shoulder?
My God.
No. I will not humor that. No. So, okay, so we'll stop there. We'll await to see what joins us into this combat here, as you guys are about to. I mean, you guys are doing really well, but I can see this going real sour real quick. So we'll see how this plays out next time. So, I'll say this: I don't know how long this next part of the combat will be. We'll play it as long as we need to. I'm not saying we're gonna go over or anything like that, but like I will probably be like, okay, at the end of the round we'll stop this. Like I don't want to be like stopping randomly. Like, this is the combat of combats here, so I want to give it its due here.
Yeah.
And everyone's good to play on Monday?
Yeah, I should be good to play.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's appropriate that it's happening in December as we're approaching the winter here. So I think that's really good, really good theming there.
Yes.
So
I assume everyone got snow, right? Not just Greg, Daniel, and me.
no,
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Still nice and
You mean-
fucking warm over here in Florida and California.
You mean in our campaign? I think we all got snow in the campaign.
yeah, in the
No.
campaign you still got snow, but
I just told you it's very chilly here. Winter's arrived in Florida.
yeah,
We got a freeze warning like that Tuesday before we came to Kansas or whatever, and then we did get another freeze warning like last week. But
It was 56 degrees in Florida yesterday. It was freezing.
I had to put on shoes the other day.
Oh my
closed-toe shoes. That's Oliver's gauge if something's cold.
I wore underwear today. Ugh.
And
Couldn't enjoy the breeze. It was too cold.
Oh, Monday was such a mess. It's because I get up and go to work so early, like nothing had hit yet. So I'm just cruising along, no problems. Get to work, and we just get buried. And
Man, I do not envy that situation.
lots of problems that day.
that was always the worst going in, and everything's fine when you go in, and then you just watch it get worse throughout the day, and you're like, oh, I'm so fucked.
Mhm.
Well, think about like Mondays, right? It's like the start of the week, like you're about to build up inertia. Like it really establishes the precedent of how like the week's gonna go. And so you're just like, fuck. Like things slow down, things get behind, or whatever carryover you have from last week, you're not able to wrap up. Like it's just a nightmare.
Oh, it's caused delays for
Yeah,
most of the week so far.
sounds about
Yes.
right.
The real frustrating thing is we only have a 2-car garage, so that's kind of like the one regret I have. And we're not the kind of people who are like, you know what, let's put a bunch of shit in our garage so we have to park in our driveway. No, I like parking in the garage. Neighbors, though, they're like, you know what, we're going to have like snow clearing machines, and we're going to put all this crap in our garage, and we're going to, take up our entire driveway plus the street. Because we have 6 cars to this household, and they're like out there like in the middle of the snow just clearing their driveway. I'm like, could we not just collectively decide to just live with some snow for a little bit?
But they bought that snowblower to use it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure the city will fine you if you don't have it cleared off your sidewalks in 24 hours.
Yeah.
what it
At
is?
least it doesn't do that.
No.
I don't think it really gets enforced really anywhere.
That's more of a Leewood thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
And I'm like, what are they gonna do if we're like on vacation during the winter and it snows? They can fuck off with that fine.
that's right. You tell them.
You should have thought in advance and hired someone for that contingency.
Nope.
Right. If you're gonna make me pay this HOA, if you're part of one, like, you better throw that in there.
You Johnson County people.
Yeah, Oliver, what's our HOA rule? What's our HOA rule about snow?
I don't think we have rules on snow. I think if snow happens, we're all just fucked down here. Like,
that's the
Freaking free for all. No one.
So
Everyone has bald tires.
the snow contingency is everyone has to bring in their alligator out of the backyard so they don't freeze to death.
yeah,
No,
it
those
wasn't
are the-
falling out
the
of trees
iguanas.
are a real problem down in Miami when it gets cold.
Miami. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine walking and a fucking iguana hitting me in the head because it froze and can't climb on the tree. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I
Should
know
have thought
not a
about that
scenario
before
I'd
you
ever
moved to
think-
Florida.
Hmm?
Should have thought about that before you moved to Florida.
I don't have to worry about that in Gainesville. That's only in my further
Okay,
south.
give me a call in like 10 years when your guys' shores are disappearing and you've got iguanas falling out of trees in Gainesville.
Yeah, Maybe.
You're gonna be like,
We'll
damn,
see.
should have moved to Georgia.
I'm gonna be like, we have oceanfront property now.
Yeah, you're about to have under ocean property.
Yes.
Be
Okay.
Scubarsville
Well, everyone have a good
instead of
night.
Yeah.
Gainesville.
Yes.
Everybody have a good
See you
night. We'll
guys
see
on-
y'all next
See you
time.
guys on Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.